Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about some books that I finished super quickly, that I could not put down, and that I was too super just hooked and absorbed in the story. And yes, so let's talk about them. I have a small stack of books here. Let's jump right into it. The book that inspired this video was Thanks for the Trouble by Tommy Wallish, which is about this guy who meets this girl in a hotel room, and she appears to be a bit older, but they have kind of a connection, and this boy is mute, and he communicates through writing in his journal, and then they'll reply in his journal, and it's like a huge adventure story. It's like a huge, this follows Parker through about 3 or 4 days, and it's about him with this girl and all the adventures that go along with that. And it's just, I could not put this down. It's a small book, but it was just so, like, the writing was so great, the plot was so quick, and it just kept me engaged the whole time, and I just really enjoyed it. I would definitely suggest picking it up if you haven't already. Next up here I have The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. This is a young adult cheesy contemporary story that I love a lot. Basically it's about a girl who is bringing her boyfriend to their school dance when her friends have some disbelief that he actually exists. And as soon as she gets in the parking lot with him, he just dumps her, so she can't go in alone or else they'll think she's lying. So she finds another guy in the parking lot and is like, fill in, I need you to fill in for me. And they kind of start doing it to each other, and it forms this bond. It's really cute. It's a really addictive story. Casey West has like a really simplistic but like beautiful way of writing, and her stories are really easy to get into, so definitely suggest this if you haven't read it already. Next up here I have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which this story is basically Criminal Minds for a YA audience is how it's described. But it's about a bunch of these, it's about these kids who all have these special abilities, so like to tell if someone's lying, or to statistics. One of them just shoots out statistics, and all these abilities, and they help the FBI in catching criminals. And it's a really good story. The writing's really addictive. It's if you like criminal kind of shows, you know, Law and Order, Criminal Minds, you'll like this. It's great. I quite enjoyed it, and it hooked me right away. I needed to know who was the killer, and I needed to know what was going to happen with the romance. So yeah, this is one I remember reading in one sitting last summer, that is Made You Up by Francesca Zappia, which I absolutely loved. It was one of my favorites of last year, and it deals with a girl who is dealing with schizophrenia, and it's about her going to school and her kind of developing a relationship with a guy, and how her illness gets in the way a bit. And it's really just about her dealing with this, and she's trying to make everything seem normal when things are going horribly wrong for her. And I just could not put this down. It's about 400 pages or something, and I remember reading it in the car, and I just stayed in the car till I finished it because it was that good. I need to know what happened. I love the ending of the story as well. I have a really old book review on this that I don't like, so don't check that out, but because that's totally not gonna want to make you check it out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. It was such a quick read. I loved it so much. If you haven't read this, I'd highly recommend it. And last but not least, I have The Grown-Up by Gillian Flynn. This is a short story that she wrote, and I remember reading this in a hospital waiting room, and I could not put this down. It was distracting me from what was actually happening in present time, so I was just hooked to this, and I could not stop reading it. And it was just, I needed to know what would happen with the mystery, and I don't want to give too much away because it is such a short story, so I don't want to give too much away. But it's like a ghost story, but it's like really fantastic and really creepy, and I just really enjoyed it. I read this book again like last year, and I still think about it, so such an interesting story. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. There you guys have it. These are some of the books that I have read just super quickly in one sitting almost, just books that I could not put down essentially. So there you guys have it. Let me know some books that you just like flew through, you could not put these books down. Just let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I would love to hear some feedback on this video and on my channel. I would love to hear what you guys have to say from going through the channel changes that I have been going through recently. I'd love to hear how you guys are enjoying the new videos and what kind of other videos you'd want to see. So let me know down below, and I'll see y'all very soon with a new video. Bye!